Very good morning. Welcome to EduSpace channel. Today I am going to teach one of the very important topics for UPSC, SSC, IAS exam where that word polity is there in syllabus. We will discuss it. I am going to explain word by word each and every concepts from this Indian polity by Laxmikant. I am Laxmikant, one of the higher topic of this and higher topic of UPSC. So please be focused, stay tuned, and clarify our doubts and bring complete understanding about citizenship of India, because we all are citizens of India. That's nothing but citizenship. These things comes under what which part of the constitutions that you should know. It's very important. It comes under second part of this constitutions. And what are the articles out of 395 articles of the constitutions concerned with this citizenship? That nothing but up from article 5 to article 11. From articles 5 to article 11, that comes under this word citizenship chapters of the constitutions. Citizenship means what? India contains two kind of citizens, right? First is citizens, another is aliens, right? Citizens, aliens. Who are citizens? Who are aliens? Citizens are having full member of Indian states. Citizens have full members of Indian states, and they are all allegiance to it. But the thing is that, and even the citizens enjoy all civil and political rights. Citizen enjoys all civil and political rights apart from aliens, right? Aliens means who is not there, who is not belonging to India, is nothing but termed as aliens, right? Aliens, that nothing but aliens can be two types. One is that nothing but first type, friendly aliens. Another is enemy aliens. Friendly aliens, enemy aliens. Suppose India is having friendship with some countries, just like suppose Bhutan, suppose Myanmar, Bangladesh. These are what? Friendly aliens, right? And the second, enemy aliens just like China. That nothing but India is having conflict of wars with China, right? And Bangladesh, Bhutan, Myanmar, these are nothing but friendly aliens. So that nothing but aliens do not enjoy all civil and political rights. Aliens do not enjoy all civil and political rights. There are two categories, friendly aliens and aliens. Friendly aliens are subject to those countries that have cordial relations with India. Friendly aliens are those countries that have cordial relationship with India. Apart from enemy aliens, that on the other hand we can say that subject to that country that is having wars with India. Countries having wars with India, those citizens of other countries are called as what? Enemy aliens. Obviously aliens are not part of India, so aliens enjoy lesser rights. Then what? Friendly aliens. Obviously enemy aliens will enjoy lesser rights as compared to friendly aliens. While going to Article 22 of the Constitution, Article 22 of the Constitution says that nothing but enemy aliens will not be able to enjoy protection against arrest and detentions. Enemy aliens do not enjoy protection against arrest and detention. What does it mean? That under Article 22 it says that nothing but enemy aliens do not enjoy protection against arrest and detentions. So Article 22 dictates that if any foreigners from enemy country comes toward India, means we cannot assure, India cannot assure that nothing but they are fully protected, right? Because they can be arrested, because they are supposed to generally from enemy aliens citizens comes in order to what crime, with respect to crime concerns, with respect to terrorism, and terrorists are coming from enemy alien side, so the things they might get arrested. We do not assure them that you will be fully protected in India, right? That nothing but Article 22 says that nothing but protection against arrest and detention. Constitution confers the following rights and privileges on the citizens of India and denies the same to aliens, right? Constitution confers the following rights and privileges on the citizens of India and denies the same to aliens. What are those things? Right against discrimination. Discrimination can be what? On the behalf of race, caste, sex, or place of birth. This thing comes under Article 15. Article 15 that deals with right against discriminations. A person can be discriminated on the behalf of race, caste, sex, or place of birth. This is right against discrimination, not discrimination. Right against discrimination means opposing that each and every person is having a right to enjoy the Article 15, which deals with race. Racism should not be there, as we see in India, that racism should not be there, casteism should not be there. On the behalf of sex, you cannot discriminate, just like male and female. On the place of birth, those things comes to Article 15. Now, about right to equality, equal of opportunity in matter of public employment. Article 16 says that right of equality, equal of opportunity in the matter of public employment. That comes under Article 16. Article 19, right to freedom of speech and expressions. Article 19 deals with right to freedom of speech and expressions. That's nothing but they can form assembly, they can associate, they can do some movement, they can have residence and professions. That comes under Article 19. Article 29 and 30 gives us cultural and educational right. Article 29 and 30 gives us cultural and educational right. We are free to perform any culture and we are free to study as much we can. Understood? It is both for male as well as females, as well as they are free to follow any culture and they are free to go for higher educations without any discriminations on the behalf of race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Next, right to vote in elections to Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly. Means we are talking about that nothing but they are having right to vote in elections. Each and every person is having right to vote in the election. It's not like that any person of India that nothing but we can say you don't have right to vote in elections. It's not like that. They are having right to vote in elections in Lok Sabha as well and state legislative assembly. Just that is nothing but Vidhan Sabha. Right. Right to contest for membership of parliament and state legislature. Means any citizens of India is having right to contest for membership of parliament. Any citizens of India can get the what thing they can get, that nothing but they can fight election to get the membership of parliament, become MP and even become member of state legislature, right? Next point is eligibility to hold certain public offices and President of India. Any citizen can become President of India or the Vice President of India, judge of either Supreme Court, High Court, Civil Court, anything, and they can become governor of any states. They can become Attorney General of India, Advocate General of any states. Next, along with the above rights, the citizens also owe certain duties towards the Indian states. For example, we are talking about that nothing but paying tax, respecting the national flag, national anthem, and defending the country as so on. So that nothing but in India, both citizen by birth as well as that naturalized citizens are eligible for the office of president, while in US that nothing but USA only citizen by birth and not naturalized citizens is eligible for the office of president. So in this that nothing but if see the freedom of that citizenship in US, difference between India and US citizenship, that in India that we can say that what in India peoples are this is the difference, that USA does not consider in its citizens that nothing but somebody if somebody is taken birth by birth they are getting citizenship in USA, only then that people eligible for that what office of president in USA. But if any citizens is getting naturalized citizens, if any citizen is getting naturalized citizens, means they are not eligible for the post of office of president in USA. But in India it's not like that. In India both citizen by birth as well as naturalized citizens are eligible for office of president, right? In this we are talking about some constitutional provisions. Constitutional provision means we need to discuss all articles from articles 5 to article 11, that comes under part 2 of the constitutions. That all articles from 5 to 11 that comes under part 2 of the constitutions, it deals with that nothing but constitutional provisions they have given with respect to citizenship, right? So thing is that when our constitution came into picture at 26 January 1950, that our commencement of Constitution of India, right? But when constitution prepared on the day of that word, on the day of just answer 26 November 1949, but it came into picture at India commencement of Indian Constitution, that nothing but 26 January 1950. So even just after independence, that nothing but 15th August 1947, that whatever people decides in India, some people after partition switched to Pakistan and all, that some conflicts, some issues came for citizenship, that who are called citizens of India and who are not. So Citizenship Act of 1955 came into picture, which further being amended in 1986, 1992, 2003, 2005. Amendment of Constitution means some changes is being brought according to as per time to time, as per requirement, as per our needs, right? So here, according to constitutions, that nothing but 4 categories of person became citizens of India at the commencement of Constitution. Four categories of person became the citizenship of India at the commencement of Constitution. That is on 26 January 1950. After commencement of constitutions, they have given 4 categories. 4 categories of that nothing 1, 2, 3, 4 categories, under which that nothing but any persons can become the citizen of India, right? What are those categories? In summary, we can say first category, persons should be domiciled in India. Persons should be domiciled in India. Domicile means you should reside in India only. Second, person who migrated from Pakistan. Second. Third, persons migrated to Pakistan but later returned. That so who went to Pakistan again returned back to India, not fit for Pakistan, so come back to India. They came under third category. And fourth category, person of Indian origin residing outside India. Person of Indian origin residing outside India, that comes under this fourth category, right? So I will discuss all category one by one. That what person who had his domicile in India also fulfilled any one of the 3 conditions. Which 3 conditions I am talking about domicile in India? That nothing but first one, he should born in India, taken birth in India. Second one, either of his parents born in India, either father or mother, anyone born in India, or if he has been ordinarily resident in India for 5 years immediately before the commencement of constitution, means when just before 26 January 1950, that just before that, from 5 years, just like from 1945 to 1950, that what if he has been ordinary resident of India for 5 years, means by default they became citizen of India, they got citizenship. This thing comes under Article 5. Just recall, from Article 5 to Article 11, citizenship we need to discuss, explain. So Article 5 tells that person who had his domicile in India and also fulfilled any one of the three conditions. Which conditions I am talking about? First condition, taken birth in India. Second conditions, that any of the parents born in India. Third conditions, that if he has been ordinarily resident in India for 5 years, just immediately before the commencement of constitution, means from 1945 to 1950, from 26 January 1945 to 26 January 1950, whomsoever stayed in India, automatically it comes under Article 5 and became citizens of India. Now coming to this Article 6, that person who migrated to India from Pakistan became citizen of India. Person who migrated to India from Pakistan became the citizen of India. It doesn't matter that what doesn't matter that nothing but years of Indian origin or Pakistan origin, because at the time of partitions, that citizenship also they also got citizenship. So if either of his grandparents or any of his grandparents was born in undivided India and also fulfilled any one of the two conditions, example, if he migrated to India before July 1948, if he migrated to India before July 1948, it means that he had been ordinary resident of India. Ordinarily resident of India. In India, the date of his migration. In case if that person migrated to India on or after July 1948, means what? If somebody is from Pakistan is migrating to after July 1948, means after partition event to Pakistan again coming back, right? So he had been registered. Sorry, by mistake I told. In case somebody migrated from Pakistan to India after July 1948, means what thing he need to do? He had been registered as a citizen of India, but person need to register. Means need to fill some application form of registrations, and then he need to stay in India for how many months? 6 months. He need to stay in India for 6 months. 6 months need to stay, only then he will be able to get the citizenship of India. It comes under Article 6. Article 7 deals with if a person who migrated to Pakistan from India after March 1, 1947. If a person migrated to Pakistan after March 1, 1947, but later returned to India for resettlement, could become Indian citizens. But the thing is that here also you need to register, you need to fill the form, right? I need to stay in India for 6 months. Preceding the date of application, when filing application of registration for citizenship, you need to stay in India for 6 months. A person who or any of whose parents or grandparents was born in undivided India, means who is ordinarily residing outside India, but before partition they were all part of India only, right? They can become Indian citizens, right? If he has been registered as a citizen of India, means in this we are talking about overseas Indian who may want to acquire Indian citizenship. How they can get Indian citizenship? From their diplomats, just like embassy is there, no? Embassy, they need to register citizenship, and or they can contact their respective consulates where our ambassadors are doing job. So ambassador with the by contacting embassy that they can get citizenship of India, from which Article 8. Article 8 is very important because Narendra Modi is discussing about that overseas citizen of India, OCI, that comes under OCI, comes under Article 8, right? So these things are what this Article 8, right? Now, no person shall be a citizen of India. Suppose any person is having that nothing but Indian citizenship and they went to USA and they got US citizenship, right? So automatically Indian citizenship will get cancelled. Indian citizenship will be invalid and US citizenship they can acquire. Means dual citizenship is not possible. Means two citizenship anybody cannot have. In our constitution it is written in what article? This is written in Article 9 that if any persons voluntarily accept citizenship of other countries, means automatically Indian citizenship will be invalid. Every person who is deemed to be a citizen of India will continue to such citizens subject provisions of any law made by parliaments. Every person who is deemed to be a citizen of India, if any person is willing to become citizen of India, need to continue to such citizenship whatever laws made by parliament. Comes under article number 10, last article, that what parliament shall have power to make provisions. Parliament can make provision with respect to citizenship, right? That our MPs and all in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, they keep on doing discussions with respect to citizenship and all, means they are having power to make a provision with respect to citizenship and respect to acquisition, and they can terminate citizenship of any person and all other matters relating to citizenship. That comes at Article 11. So again I am going in fast, be from Article 5 to Article 11. It's very important to go through. Article 5 deals with domiciles, citizens of domiciles in India. Article 6 deals with any person India who migrated from Pakistan became citizens. Means Article 6 deals with persons migrated from Pakistan got citizenship, right? Article 7 deals with citizenship of persons migrated to Pakistan but later returned to India, and Article 8 deals with OCI citizen, overseas citizen of India, that person of India origin residing outside India, right? Article 9 deals with that if any person voluntarily gets citizenship of other country, means they cannot be citizen of India. Article 10 deals with that what any person deemed to be citizen of India shall continue to such citizens subject to provision of any law made by parliament. Means any citizen of India need to follow the laws made by parliament in that. Okay. Article 11 deals with that parliament is having power, which we are discussing about power. Parliament is having power to make provision with respect to acquisition and termination of citizenship and all other matter related to citizenship. And please like, subscribe and comment and spread the word of education. And this series is going to be a bit longer because I'm not going to skip any single points with respect to Indian polity, because this is one of my favorite subjects, and this is first part of this in citizenship, and in second part I will try to finish this chapter. So please stay tuned, and if you liked the video, please put thumbs up, please like it, and the thing is that please comment, subscribe and share the video, and please ask your friends to subscribe the channel, EduSphere channel, and after subscribing press the bell icon in order to get instant notifications if any video comes. And this series is going to Polity series is going to be longer. So, and definitely I will try to clarify all dot at my best level. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. All the best.